there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we're talking So Gucci, So Gone from Belle Collective. Anything I say is not as an alleged, is alleged, and in my very own personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in my description box. Happy New Year to all of you guys, whether you are working from home or you have the day off or you're spending time with family, friends, loved ones, or whomever. Happy New Year to all of you, and we are going to rock it in 2025, you guys. So let's get into this. So another cast member has fallen from the Carlos King umbrella, and that is none other than So Gucci, which we predicted this would happen even kind of before Akeisha announced her departure. The messy Mr. Monday episode that took place, in which So Gucci said she felt unprotected, and Carlos King tried to gaslight her and said that she needed to take accountability for some things as well. I knew at that moment that it was probably over for So Gucci, and that was going to be, the case. So nonetheless, about a couple of hours or so ago, So Gucci said the following on Instagram. It says, watching the reunion episode, why can't I talk today? Reunion episode is very hard to sit through, especially now knowing where my family currently stands. I was disappointed in my actions because even though I had my reasons, it should have never been handled or addressed on this platform from the beginning. I take full accountability for allowing the entertainment of this show to ruin the integrity of my family. I have apologized publicly and privately to Selena for my part in this entire production. We are moving on and moving forward, putting our family first and focusing on all of our healing. All of the S's, Sophia, Chanteriel, Selena, Sanjay, Star, and Sky are solid, and I do know that in order for my family to completely heal, someone will have to exit stage left, and I've decided that will be me. I am pleased to say that I've received my renewal letter for a new season. Shout out to Akeisha, but the Williams will not be returning to the Belle Collective. Shout out to Akeisha Cologne. Did she do this pose? We're thankful for the opportunity. We wish everyone the best. She thanks her hair and her makeup people. Happy cheers to 2025. And JB Tyler, man, he is everywhere. Is in the comments. Love y'all, family. Oh my gosh. So here's the thing. Like I said, this should not be a shock to anyone. Let's keep it a buck. Had So Gucci stay on the show, since the cast wouldn't have been able to make Akeisha their storyline to, try to isolate her and have her ultimately either quit or fired from the show after this upcoming season, they were going to take it out on So Gucci, because So Gucci, of course, is good friends with Akeisha, and it would have been the same thing that kind of would have happened with what happened with the fallout of the Candy and Phaedra debacle, which was, since they couldn't go at Phaedra, they basically took everything out of Portia, right? Even though Portia was responsible as well. But Phaedra was the one that actually, spread the rumor on camera for Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'm just giving you guys a similarity. Not the content of what the storyline per se was, but how that happens on these reality TV shows, where if there's a departure and you have a main target that you really are trying to go at, or you're really trying to be the villain for that following season, and then they either decide to quit, or they get let go, or the cast refuse to film with them, they go to the next best thing, which would be the next person who is the closest to them. And since in this instance they couldn't go after Akeisha for everything that happened with the fight and the brawl and everything else, they would go at her closest friend, and they would make her life miserable. So nonetheless, who do we have to rely on? Antoinette to get the party going? Are they going to go back to going at it with Marie? Are they going to bring in some new bells for the new season? But Carlos King, to quote comedian Corey Holcomb, your way ain't working. Your way ain't working. It's not. It is not. This is embarrassing. And this is happening to all of your shows at once. Stormy quit your show this year, and so Gucci and Akeisha quit your other show this year. And then furthermore, you have, you had Winner, you had Monique, All these people go on podcasts or create their own platforms and say, listen, this reality TV game isn't what you think it is. As Black women, we don't feel protected. As Black women, we're not getting paid what we feel we deserve to be paid, and all this and that. And it's like, at some point, Carlos King, your method of reality TV and creating villains and created drama, it's outdated. And I kept saying that it's outdated, where we're just going to go gutter and we're going to see how low people can go to either try to run people off the show or for people to continuously be in a state of humiliation and all these things. That's not going to work anymore, Carlos King, in 2025. It's not. Here's the thing, especially when these Black women know how much the people are making at Bravo for the reality TV shows compared to what they're getting at OWN. And they're saying to themselves, because for the most part, they all have regular 9-to-5s anyways, they're saying to themselves, this isn't worth it. This isn't worth the pennies on the dollar that I'm getting to act a fool or be set up to act a fool or to be set up to be the villain. And you got all these shenanigans. And you have this passion project of trying to have certain cast members look like angels who were the real, villains of the show. And the actual angels of the show, you want them to be the villains. Now, as for So Gucci, there needs to be some accountability, and I'm glad she's at least taking it in this post. I think the death of JJ's mom probably put a lot of things into perspective, that whatever jealousy, insecurity, negativity, whatever negative vibes that was preventing, some of the relationships with her being a stepmom to move forward with all of the children that JJ has, and of course to move forward with her relationship with Selena. Hopefully Selena and JJ can get into a good place as well, because ultimately, you guys don't have to fool with each other at this point. All of your kids are grown that you guys have together. But at the same token, if there is going to be functions in which you guys are going to both be in attendance at, whether if it's a milestone for your kids or your grandchildren or what have you, like, you have to be cordial. You have to be cordial and be mature in the situation. So whatever bitterness, hopefully JJ can let that go. And hopefully it's not going to be, we're not going to see, what we did see on the show, which was when you did try to mend things with Selena, it just seemed like he was just completely over it and just not feeling it, not featuring it. But none of that matters anymore because you're not going to be on the show anymore. So you're not going to have reality TV cameras trying to be invasive and intrusive and everything else, and trying to get the gotcha money shot reaction to things to try to make something go viral or make something pop. But, this is not a good look for Carlos King. It's not a good look for Carlos King because, honestly, had these work environments and the working conditions been better, I don't think we would be seeing people quit in droves like this. And you can't blame a cast member, you guys, for these people deciding to leave, because you will stay in spite of whoever. Because Carlos King gives you the flexibility to choose who you want to and who you don't want to film with, which is unheard of on most reality TV shows. You got to film with who you're going to film with, or you can check the deuces. So, nonetheless, with all that being said, where does Belle Collective go from here? You literally let go of people. Excuse me. You didn't let them go, Carlos, because they all got pickup letters. They let themselves go. They decided to quit and leave the premises. But you have a situation where people who at least have real jobs, have real careers, have real legitimacy, that are the ones leaving your shows. The ones who have actual money, who are not depending on the show or not depending on a man or whatever else to financially fund their lifestyle, or are so desperate to be reality TV famous that they're going to stay on a reality TV program at any cost, no matter how embarrassing or foolishness it makes them look. You've got a problem, Carlos. And at what point, you can't blame the fans for this. These are your own cast members that are saying thanks, but no thanks. And we could have technically had a third departure with Marie, with how Marie was moving, because she was not happy with production. So nonetheless, It's not a good look, Carlos. So I just hope that you take this day, and it's very petty and messy to announce this on the last day of the year. So Gucci, you knew you were leaving. The rumors were rumoring for quite some time. Literally since that Mr. Monday episode, nobody expected you to come back. And then you followed it up with an interview that basically was like, Carlos King did not contact you at all. So nonetheless, that told me right then and there, Carlos King was done. Carlos King was done. Carlos King was checked out. You can come back if you want to, but I'm going to make sure you are going to get the worst edit in history of the show. So nonetheless, it was over either way, right? Because once Carlos King, feels that he cannot control the narrative or control what narrative he wants to push about you anymore, he basically, divorces you and leaves you be. But nonetheless, that's all that I got to say about this. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Again, so Gucci, so gone. So Gucci, so gone. Let me know in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post some content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.